Alright guys, so I'm recording today's video the same day as yesterday. So as you guys know, we got the mahogany teak wood up, the candle lit up and shit. We're gonna put that right there. But anyways, the reason you guys clicked on this video, man, and I know a lot of kids are gonna relate to it. A lot of first generation kids are going to fucking relate to this, and I'm glad to be able to like help you guys out, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is just, there are gonna be a lot of nights you cry, man. For those of you guys that know, there's a lot of nights you just spend crying, man. It is honestly hard. It's not an easy thing, bro. But hopefully I help you. I'm gonna help you guys out really quick, you know, because this video isn't to bash on any parents. It isn't to put them down. It isn't to shame them. It isn't for anything. I'm just trying to help you kids out, you know. Kids, I'm literally the same age, you know, but I'm trying to help you guys out, you feel me? So how do I stay motivated with a family that constantly puts me down? And when I say constantly puts me down, I don't mean to say they're assholes, that they're fucking junkies and like just like terrible parents. They're definitely hardworking people, you know. For anyone that knows, like for any immigrant parents they have, they're hardworking, bro. Especially like they're hardworking, bro. You can't even lie. You have to give them that, you know. Like they might be like fucking assholes and they might not take their words into consideration, but you have to give them that. They're hardworking, bro, and you have to respect them for that. Like you might not respect the person they are. Like they might be like fucking shitty people, you know. Like they might be like some assholes and shit, you know. But like you have to respect the fact that they work their asses off, man. But anyways, what's the first action step I use to stay motivated? There's multiple shits I do. Like I'm about to tell you guys multiple things that will help you stay motivated and stuff, and I genuinely believe all of these will help you. So what's the first one? Most of you guys might already have this, but for those of you guys that don't, right, these are like for like the teen kids that like are trying to be entrepreneurs or are trying to become something that their parents don't really understand, you know, because, well, we'll get into that in a bit. The first thing you want to do, if you haven't already, is create a crystal clear plan. Literally, you have your goal, right? You have your long-term goal and your performance goals. You know, like you have your basically your life mapped out. Your long-term goal is basically like your end goal. This is where you're trying to become. This is your goal, right? Like your end goal. Your performance goals are your everyday and weekly goals that you want to accomplish every day, every week, to reach that long-term goal. You know, these are like your everyday habits, the shit that will lead you towards success and accomplishing your long-term goal, right? You have that crystal clear, because when it comes to the moment that they say you're not gonna become that, you know, be realistic, you know. When it comes to the point where they're like definitely not supporting you, like it's the opposite of supporting you. They're like almost hating on you, bro. They're like putting your ass down. They're like, you're not gonna become that, bro. Become more realistic. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, become a doctor, bro. Become a teacher. Like, bro, what are you doing? You're not gonna become a business owner, bro. What you talking about, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have the context for that. You can't become that, bro. Like, come on now, be realistic. They're constantly telling you that. You could go back onto your notebook, your post, or whatever the fuck you wrote this shit down. You literally have a step-by-step plan. Like you have a step-by-step. You basically have your life mapped out, right? Like map out your life. I'll make a video on this because I genuinely have my life mapped out to the point where like I know I'm gonna fucking succeed no matter what. Like I have set myself up for success no matter what anybody tells me, no matter if they call me delusional, no matter fucking what. I know I'm gonna succeed because of the shit that I've done, you know. Get your life mapped out. What do you want to be? Like the shit you want to become, your goal, your step-by-step action plan, everything. Because when it comes to the point where they say you're not gonna become that, you're like, shut the fuck up. Obviously you don't tell them that, bro. Don't be rude to your fucking parents, bro. But you'd be like, man, fuck out of here, bro. You're like, what you mean I'm not gonna become shit, man? Like I have this shit mapped the fuck out, bro. Like I have the map of my life, a step-by-step guide of what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Like I have a fucking guide that is gonna lead me to success. Like I have this shit mapped out, planned out to the roots. I know I'm gonna become successful. I've mentioned this in previous videos because it's so fucking true. You need to have this shit crystal fucking clear. This is what makes you, this is like your bulletproof vest. When someone shoots a bullet of like you ain't gonna become shit, that shit takes it in. You have your bulletproof vest and you're like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I have the step-by-step guide of my life. I have my life mapped the fuck out. I know exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. You get that motherfucking confidence. You get that like belief in you, bro. Of like, shut the fuck up. Like I have this shit mapped out. I have the goals. I have the performance goals. I know I'm gonna make this. If I just follow my script, I'm gonna make it. Now the second step or the action plan, the second tip or whatever you guys want to call it, take a deep breath with me really quick. Right now, I'm not gonna tell you guys to fucking meditate. That'd be stupid as fuck. But just take a deep breath with me real quick. Just have the humility to know that they're coming from a foreign country where it's like different beliefs and everything, but not just that, but they're from a different generation as well, like a couple decades ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to call your parents old, but you know what I'm saying, right? They're from a foreign country where they have different beliefs, and they're from also a different generation where shit was just totally different. So they genuinely can't comprehend, they genuinely don't understand, and they can't comprehend, and they can't get it in their head that their child could actually be a business owner, that they could actually become a millionaire and shit, because they might come from a family, all they know is poor, right? To them, becoming a millionaire is like, you have to be fucking special for that. You have to have like from rich parents, or you have to have the context for that. Like, they genuinely don't understand, and they genuinely don't comprehend it. It's not that they don't want to, but like, they genuinely just don't, bro. Like, having the humility to accept that fact, and to like accept the fact, like that fact of them, and still love them, and still be like, I accept that you guys don't comprehend and don't genuinely understand me, but at least you do know, like, you know that you comprehend yourself. You know like they don't know the shit you know. That's what I'm trying to get at. Now with online media, you know, if they tell you, oh, you don't have the context for that, you could have them online. Simple, bro. You literally, you don't have to know someone personally, bro. Like, just like online, bro. It's a totally different ball game than what it was not then, you know. So like, just have the humility to comprehend where they're coming from, because once you have the humility to comprehend where they're coming from, it is so much easier to ignore all the bullshit that they throw at you guys. It's so much easier. That's why I say have the humility. It might be a little hard, but it gets so much easier to ignore their like bullshit, and all their like self-doubt, all their like insecurities, all their fucking like negative comments. Or you're not gonna become that. I'll be real. My mom, you want to know what my mom told me when I told her I'm trying to start a business and shit? You know what she fucking told me? You're dreaming like an American. She genuinely fucking, like, she dead ass word for word, stop dreaming like an American. A lot of you guys are probably gonna be first generations, you know, but if you're an immigrant still like watching this, and like you basically grew up here and shit might be a little harder for you, you know. Like, I get it, but there's shit around. There's always a way around a situation. Always, like, you just always have to have that mindset. If you're a fan of Naruto, you watch Naruto, you know how if you finished it, if not, then there might be a spoiler alert, but you know how like Itachi was reincarnated and shit, and he was fighting Naruto, like it was Itachi, Naruto, and Octopops, I don't know I forgot what his name was, but Octopops, and they were fighting Pain reincarnated and shit, and Naruto was like, oh, there's no surviving this jutsu and shit, and then Itachi was like, well, then how are you alive? You know, there's always a way around a jutsu or whatever the fuck, you know. For those of you guys that don't watch Naruto, you're like, what the fuck is this kid talking about? But like, for those of you guys that don't, you guys know what I'm talking about. There's always a way around like any situation, right? That's like, even if like you don't know it yet, always stick to that mentality, because the moment you're like, oh, there's no way around, like I can't do anything about it, you quit, you give up, and you genuinely can't do anything about it. Like, I don't know, like that mindset isn't gonna help you at all in life. It's literally gonna stop you from like achieving the shit you want to achieve. I refuse to believe anything that will not help me to success. I refuse to believe anything that will stop my progress, bro. I refuse to, bro. I just can't. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I have to fucking succeed no matter what. I have to, bro. I have to become the first millionaire in my family. I have to be the one. I have little cousins. I have to be the one that could be like, yo, we lived in the same household, I became a millionaire. I want to inspire them. I want to be like, yo, my cousin, we literally lived in the same household and he became a millionaire. If he did it, I could too. I want to be able to give that to them, bro. Even though we don't have a good relationship, because I live in a broken ass family. Even though we don't have a good relationship, we don't talk. Like, their dad doesn't like me. Like, we have honestly, my family is so broken, so I don't have a relationship with my own cousins, and I love the fuck out of them. I still want to give that to them, you know. And honestly, they might think I'm a bad influence and everything, because like my mindset, like I said, it's totally different, you know. Like, I told my parents I don't want to go to traditional college. Like, I want to go to work and I want to focus on my business. So for that, I'm a bad influence. And also my past, because I've smoked weed and everything, so like it's like, yo, no, he's like bad, you know, he's a bad kid. So they kind of have like this image of me where I'm like just a bad kid, you know. But I just hope to one day like be able to give that to them, you know. And if you have like a little brother, sister, cousins, you know, wouldn't it be dope if you could just be that person to like give them inspiration. You're like, holy shit, my cousin, my brother, my sister, whatever the fuck, they did it, I could do it. And not just that, but you could help them now. You literally open new doors of opportunity that you didn't have. You open those doors of opportunity to them now. You could tell them like everything you know, bro. It's honestly beautiful if you really think about it like that. Now, my next tip was gonna be believe in yourself, but like with the first tip I give you guys of writing the crystal clear goal, you naturally, like, believing in yourself like comes to you naturally at that point, you know. So I don't really need to tell you guys how to believe in yourselves, like to believe in yourselves. But if you do want to learn how to believe in yourselves, I do have a video on how to believe in yourself, as cliche and like fucking cringy as that sounds. I think it's honestly key in becoming successful. Like, you genuinely have to believe you're gonna become that successful as person, because if you don't believe in, then, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how are you gonna do it then, you know? So I'm not going to tell you guys to believe in yourself in this video, but if you guys do want to know how to believe in yourself, I have a video on that. But with all that being said, I'm not saying that there aren't going to be those harsh days where, like, maybe sometimes the words do get to you, because I'm not going to lie. With all this, sometimes the words do get to me, you know, because my mom, she doesn't have a filter, you know, like, she doesn't take her words into consideration, like, nothing, you know. I'm not trying to say she's an asshole. She's a hardworking woman, and I respect her for that. I will forever respect her for that. But like, she's just like one of those old school moms, you know, like, she doesn't take anything into consideration. She doesn't take her words into consideration. She doesn't stop to think like, okay, maybe what I say might hurt him, you know, might affect him in a way, you know, it might ruin our relationship. But obviously there's gonna be those hard days, you know, but just know that you're not the only one dealing with those guys. There's hundreds, thousands, millions of kids, if not, dealing with the same shit you're dealing. You're not the only one in this world. I'm dealing with that shit, bro. I'm dealing with that shit. And it sucks. I'm not gonna say it doesn't suck. It genuinely does suck. But if I didn't have these tips that I just gave you guys, if I didn't like figure these things out, shit would be 10 times harder. Put your mind to this, man. I believe you guys will achieve anything you guys genuinely put your mind to, man. I'm here for any support. You guys know my Instagram. If you guys need a text or anything, man, it might sound like weird as fuck, but like, for real, bro, like, we're all in this shit together, man. So like, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching, man. I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a dope ass day. Keep improving. Believe in yourselves. And peace.